Guys, you know what comes after 2 years? 5 years. And that's why I'm doing predictions for Prem 5 years in the future. And that's why I can say Spurs are going to implode, or explode, or plode. Spurs are cooked. I'm saying that. I'm saying Spurs are done for. They're never being good again. Also, that's what Chelsea's slipping towards. Over the years that I'm not showing, they just slip towards this eerie query McGeary fate of the relegation. I'm saying none of these three sides are really that good, and you could see all three sides stay up for the next one. But like, they're also not that bad. This is my Champions League. I think United, Liverpool, Brighton are pretty close. It's just Brighton finishes the season really insanely well, and Liverpool chokes a bit less hard than United. You can see Everton and Leeds in Europe. I think Leeds become a consistent Europe team, and I think Everton rubber band between here and like 14th, 7 and 14th. That's a decent amount of spots. Newcastle are cursed with the ability to never make Europe in a Champions League season. I did have to count for this because it would be. Yeah, sure. I think I'm right. Fulham. I think Wrexham stay up solidly well. I think Sunderland are kind of flibbery, ribbery, gibbery. Southampton and Forest are like really close. Forest have fallen. How long will that stay for? Who knows? They might be doing a W, and they're only in the middle. But it's like a really weird one where it's like a peak, and then they, ooh, and that's the European Cups. That's what the peaks are. I guess, man. I guess that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can see, and Southampton are kind of cursed to be here in this area forever on. I have Wolves, Spurs, Hull going down. See, Hull makes the Prem eventually. 20th place, though. Take it or leave it. I think they're the odd one out here of like being the worst one. But that's just really how I'm feeling about Spurs, is they're not there yet. Which that just got me thinking, if a team just ceases to be, do they just like bring up a new team? I'll learn one day. We'll probably all learn when a major team just goes bust. Wolves. I think Wolves and Southampton are in the same part. And Forest. And I guess Brentford and Sunderland to an extent, but they're too high. Right now, they're riding high. So, you get what I'm saying? All kind of in the area of could be a rubber band team if their cards don't move out right. Wrexham are just ran well. Newcastle. That's all I have to say. Palace. Probably going to be their peak over the course of 100 years. And they're somehow going to win like 5 trophies. Who knows, man. Fulham. Add them into the. Put them with Everton and the rubber bands all around the table, but they're so much worse. You know what I mean when I say so much worse. They're not like horribly bad. They're just less good. Like Everton, 7 to 14. Fulham, like 9 to like 17. Like pretty brink of relegation. Leeds, Everton, Brighton, probably all decent competing for Europe in seasons, all pretty good. Stacking up wins and then just kind of like being ran very well. Brighton is, and then these two have been doing pretty good. So I don't think they'll be mans into the ground. It's mostly you're doing all right. I think you might get Europe this year. You. I have faith in. I have faith in none of these teams. I have faith in Unai Emery to consistently be in Europe. But that's also like Pep's gonna leave eventually. What does that leave? Besides billions of dollars, I guess. I mean, that's kind of obvious though. But like, if the next manager spends like 500 million on just dog water transfers, they'd be liable to dropping out and also probably getting off an 18,000 point deduction. United are in hell. I mean, not currently, but like, would you be surprised if they're just in this? Like, I think United should be fine with this. No, they shouldn't. I think Liverpool is like actually. Like, Liverpool feels like they've been worse than they have been. Like, I think the other teams that are in Europe feel like more deserving than them. And I feel like they're just going to keep being Arsenal on year 18 quadrillion, on year like, would that be 10 at this point? It's one of them. It's one of them. One of them win it, man. It's just gonna go on forever and ever of Arsenal choking you down for it to be tight, and then one of them will win, along with United and Liverpool league wins, until someone drops to hell for a while. Not like, but like purgatory. Also, there's a pretty red table, and some of the teams that, there's like one team down there that I have read. I don't know where everyone else is. I swear I had more teams like fighting for upwards as red. So there's a nice bit of blue, 5 blue, 8 red, 3 white, 1 black, 1 yellow, 1 orange. I think 6 and up is pretty shuffleable, and I think 16 down is pretty. Wolves, Southampton, and Forest are all in the same area, I feel. And I don't mean geographically. I'm not that stupid. I know these predictions would say otherwise, man, but I'm not that stupid. But you just gotta hope that, not hope, I just kind of feel like that's where they'll be, and you eventually as well. You one day to Fulham. But they have the Chelsea buffer state and whatever these two are doing. Anyway, yeah, next week. Well, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's probably the championship. Tomorrow's probably gonna be the championship unless I find something else to do. See you next time, guys. I'll be back. Bye-bye.